Hey, what's going on, guys? G1X here, and today we're taking a look at Generations, Cosmos, and Payload. I've had these guys for about a month, and they came in whenever I got Swerve, and I meant to do the review. I just really never got around to doing it, and I kind of forgot about it for a while. But since Scrapnel, or Shrapnel, whatever they're calling him, him with the little reflector, and I think the other one is Tailgate, since they're supposed to be in here today, I figured that I better put this up before I put those up. Otherwise, people think I forgot or something. I don't know. So anyways, you're going to get the little triple changer target master guy. We'll just kind of focus in on him here for a moment. It's not too bad. It would have been nice if they would have called him Galaxy Shuttle instead. You know, kind of secure that naming right to where maybe we get a nice Galaxy Shuttle and we don't have to pay like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one if you want the original. But not too bad. As far as size comparison goes, here he is with, I think these are micro changers is what the name of them are. So you can see that he's about the same exact size there. Transform him into his, whatever, robot mode. You just flip these wings up, and yeah, that's it. So there's his arms. Doesn't have a weapon or anything like that. But as far as the detail on this guy, not too bad. I'm glad that they actually broke it up with the paint, you know, some blue, some red in there, and they didn't just like paint it like an all red and be like, yeah, there you go, we're not even trying. So, really nice job there. As far as comparison with him, this is one of the more taller micro changers. Let me get this one transformed just because it's about the same height. It'll make a little bit more sense there. And there you go. So it goes fine with them, and that's something that I'm probably going to use it as, because I think that's, you know, the class that they kind of belong in, and plus the fact that these guns on these little bitty guys is just a little too big, in my opinion. Alright, now moving this guy into his gun mode, you're just going to keep everything the way it is like this. Just move his arms up, flip this little thing covering up his face, and this will just slide down just like that. And now you have his gun mode, which is, yeah, there you go. His little two thrusters here become, I guess, the dangerous end, you know, so whatever you want to call it. So not too bad. We'll put it in his hand here in a moment. Getting on to the main event, Cosmos here, and I gotta say that this is a really, I'll go ahead and say it's a great transformer. Not just a good one, it's great. Just because everything about it, it looks G1 Cosmos, which is, you know, my Cosmos, because I'm all about G1. Everything just snaps in nicely. You could give this to a, you know, like a 3 or 4 year old. They're not going to have any problems with it. You can give it to, you know, adult collector like myself, someone that collects, you know, Masterpiece and, you know, a couple $100, you know, figures, and, I'm not displeased with it whatsoever. There's some nice paint applications on here. You got the little red head, you know, that you can't see. It's poking down in there. This is better, in my opinion, than the iGear, what do they call that one, UFO. I never had that one, but I've seen plenty of reviews and plenty of pictures, and this is just an amazing product. You can see that you can't see any of the robot form, and that's something that I always look for whenever I look at Transformers. Sometimes it's kind of bad in G1, but there's nothing on here that represents a robot. I guess if you wanted to say that was, you know, I mean, just even that, it's perfectly fine, and this is just a fantastic figure in my opinion. I actually tried to see if I could fit that in there, but it's not actually a complete circle, so it won't fit in there, and I just kept on falling out. But it is a spot where you can probably plug in a little Damashi stand, so you can leave this guy kind of flying in the air if you wanted to. So I think that's just a nice touch. I don't know if that was completely intentional, but either way, it works out. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. I don't think I had anything to compare him with. You guys pretty much get the idea anyway. There he is with Masterpiece Buzzsaw. So yeah, there. Alright, so yeah, to transform this guy, just going to separate, or actually, no, you don't even start there, my bad. Start here. These will just kind of slide out, and you will, I think, come this way. I've only transformed them once. It's not that difficult. So, and then just bend down with his legs. Let me get this camera fixed for you a little bit. And then you can come out with these arms, just like so. Here at the waist, this is actually going to bend down and then this will rotate up here at the top 180 degrees. Makes sense, you know, where all the paint's facing forward. Same with his legs and stuff like that. His shoulders, or these arms, they just untab right there, and that does the same as well. And his head, you just kind of get your fingernail up on there. Give me your head, dude. There we go. So I guess that's the only little difficult part. This section right here, you just fold that down to kind of make it a back so it doesn't look so ugly. And there is Cosmos, and I so dig this. I think it's wonderful. If there was only one, if I had to give a negative, I'd say it's the fact that he has like huge fist. It's a little bit funny looking for you know, figure this size, but let's go ahead and focus in on him a little bit better. He's just got those huge fists for the proportions of his body, but it's perfectly fine. He needs it anyway to hold the little target master gun. Like I said, it's a little too big anyway, but I get what they're trying to do. As far as the head articulation, the head does rotate. Nice little Autobot symbol right there. The arms, it can go up and down a little bit. They rotate here. This section can swing back and forth. You see that as part of transformation. You also have the ball joint, so you can do all kinds of little stuff with his elbow there. It's not really a waist, but it's the top section. This part goes with it, so you just need to make sure that's lifted up. But you could turn that some, and then put it right back down. With the hips, these are on ball joints, so they go in and out. There's also a ball joint here at, I'm going to call this the knee. Then if that's the knee, is this the ankle? Yeah, we'll just call this the knee. So a ball joint there, so this can move back and forth. And also you can see that he's got a double joint right here at the foot, but that's part of transformation. But I mean, you could put him in some really cool poses. He's a lot more articulated than Swerve here. So, and it's, I mean, the worst one out of the group, in my opinion, is Bumblebee. I don't know. He's a little too top heavy to where these other guys, they kind of support themselves a little bit better. I think it's just because his, I don't know if it's his legs are so weak or whatever the case may be. But these two guys, solid figures. I like them both. If I could only pick one, though, it's definitely going to be Cosmos. Put his little gun in his hand. I mean, he just supports himself just fine. And also because of the articulation, you can bend his legs out to where Swerve, it would have been nice if he could have got a little bit of bend here at his thighs, but unfortunately not. One last comparison is there's a Masterpiece, Rumble, or Frenzy, whichever one you want to call them there. So I'll just give you guys a little 360, and we'll be done. So a little bit long video, but like I said, I really do dig this guy. I wanted to focus more on the figure itself than the transformation, even though we went over that. I mean, if you don't have this, or even if you have the eye gear, I'd definitely pick it up. Like some people would think that the Make Toys Swerve is better than the Hasbro Swerve, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You know, it's all your preference. This guy, wonderful though, hands down. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and be sure to check us out on the website, www.cybercastnetwork.com, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.